Assalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan rasul. Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqin. O you who believe, fear Allah and be with those who are true. Allah says, وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And cover not truth with falsehood, nor conceal the truth when you know. Just an update on things that have transpired in the past week. First, on Wednesday, June 28th, Eid al-Adha, I went to Masjid As-Salaam just before the dua prayer. Omar Shaheed became very aggressive with me as soon as I walked in the door for handing out copies of the bylaws of Masjid As-Salaam to some of the members. This is a governing document of the community, but he doesn't want the people to have or see what would cause them to question his actions. Omar Shaheed tried to take the papers out of my hand and grabbed my arm. This is the second time in recent months that this brother has transgressed against me in this manner. I told him to get his hands off of me. Then his son, Omar Shaheed Jr., began following me around the masjid, making threats of bodily harm, while Omar Shaheed watched and said nothing. This was witnessed by numerous members of the community and Omar Shaheed himself. Then, while making the dua prayer, Omar Shaheed had a brother sitting next to him facing the congregation as if there was some threat to his safety. These are the type of antics he does to provoke and promote fears to the community to help him keep control. Then I was accused of causing trouble and threatened by Omar Shaheed Sr. to have the police called to have me removed from the property for causing a disturbance. Several other community members came to my defense. A sister in good standing in the community asked, "Why are you calling the police?" Omar Shaheed said, "Stay out of it," in a loud, aggressive manner. The sister then said, "Are you going to call the police on him?" Omar Shaheed replied to the sister in a very aggressive manner that he would call the police on her as well. A brother in good standing asked the same question and was told the same things. The brother then said, "If you're going to call the police, then call them on your son too, because he's the one in here acting like a fool." To which Omar Shaheed told the brother to be quiet. What is the it you want the community of Masjid As-Salaam members to stay out of? Because this is a community issue, and these are community members in good standing. Is the it that you want them to not do as Allah says and stand out for justice? Is the it that you don't want them to speak up when they see a wrong being done because it's being done by you? Is the it that you want the members of the community to turn a blind eye to your wrongdoings and allow you to continue to deceive the community locally and abroad? Omar Shaheed has become unhinged on good standing community members for simply asking questions. Omar Shaheed has resorted to intimidation tactics and threats on his followers for asking questions. His true character is showing more and more. He is leading a campaign to silence anyone who questions his actions or authority because he knows his time is up. Omar Shaheed has put a sign on the front door of Masjid As-Salaam that reads, "No type of disturbance will be tolerated in this establishment. All violators will be removed and placed on trespass notice." What he's really saying by disturbance, is questioning him, challenging him, or bringing light to his actions in any way, shape, or form. Omar Shaheed does not want transparency for this community because this means he will have to answer questions that he does not want to. This is not how an imam should manage the community. If we are trying to have a good community by the guidelines and standard of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, this is how a dictator manages a group of people. And I ask, what kind of Islamic leadership is this? Who are you following, Omar Shaheed? Because none of this is in the example of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. In the past Sunday address on July 2nd, 2023, Omar Shaheed said that after Al-Juma on June 23rd, things got out of hand. But what he did not say was that he initiated the discussion, instigated a debate, and would not allow responses to statements that were made, and he recorded the whole thing on video. But he does not usually record the Juma services with a video camera, but this day he did. It was as if he wanted to record people arguing. Like I said before, he's very sneaky and often works under ulterior motives. So then he comes back on July the 2nd saying that people are afraid. No one is afraid, Omar Shaheed. You are the only one who is afraid. Things are not getting worse in our community. Things are getting uncovered and things are getting exposed. And all question and light keep turning to the same person, Imam Omar Shaheed, and his decision making. Omar Shaheed also stated that the board was non-functional and that the board has not met. The board has not met because several of the members have been out of town at different times, which is why no meeting has been held. The board is very much so alive, functional, and well. Dear Muslims and believers of Masjid As-Salaam, our community is at a crossroads of change. The line is drawn in the sand, and it is clear for all who have eyes to see. Truth, righteousness, growth, prosperity, and potential are on one side, and falsehood, lies, deceit, deception, trickery, and stagnation, failed promises, arrogance, stubbornness, crookedness, manipulation, and Omar Shaheed are all on the other side. Omar Shaheed has already made the decision for the community by lying, by his relentless efforts to not conform to rules and regulations that he is supposed to be upholding. He has made the decision that he can no longer be the leader of Masjid As-Salaam, that he cannot be trusted with masjid funds. No business would allow someone to manage their company the way he has managed this community and treated its members to continue to be ran by someone with his results. Omar Shaheed, you can bring as many imams as you want from around the country for damage control, but none of them will be able to justify your wrongdoing and your blatant disregard and lack of respect for the consideration of the members of the community. Those brothers should stay clear of you and the contamination that you bring. Instead of standing up for what you have done, you keep attempting to hide behind people, using them as human shields and side conversations to keep the focus off of you and your actions. But it's not working. You are seeing clearly for the true person you are. You can threaten me with whatever you want and send your son or whoever else you want, but know this, the truth still stands. You lied. You didn't follow procedure and you hid it. You have refused to meet with the board and produce community documents. You have created a show of illusions and distractions to try and hide and take attention off of these facts. And I stand on this.